windy day today. Holy shit. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is Pineapple's Garage. Most of you probably know where I come from. TacticalPineapple.com is my website. Tactical Pineapple is the main YouTube channel that I go by, but this is, like I said, Pineapple's Garage, and this is the first installment of what will be the moto vlogs that are to come to this channel. So, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to kind of get right into it. One of the things I wanted to really talk about is kind of getting back to confidence after a long time not riding. Getting back into the saddle, basically, and just knocking off that so-called winter rust. Now, I know for a lot of individuals, they're like, hey, you know what? You're not really a biker if you got to knock off your winter rust. But the reality of the situation is those are the same fucking people who think 32 degrees is fucking cold and they got to wear a goddamn winter jacket. Reality of the situation is that some people live in the fucking northern areas, the Midwest. It gets fucking cold. There's a lot of hardcore bikers that are not going to be going and saying, hey, you know what? I feel like riding today. There's 14 inches of fucking snow on the ground. Let's get her done. Don't get me twisted. Don't get it twisted. There are individuals, though, that will ride like a motherfucker throughout the winter. And to them, you are psycho, crazy sons of bitches. And I can respect the shit out of it, but that is not going to be me. My cutoff generally is about 32 degrees, and it's not because of the cold at that point, it's because of the ice, right? You never know when there's going to be a bit of black ice, you never know what you're going to run into, and it's not the rear tire I'm worried about, it's the front one. As anybody who rides a motorcycle knows, once that front tire starts skidding out, you are fucked, buddy. So, like I said, 32 degrees, frost, you know, ice on the roads, not a good thing. That's kind of where I draw the line. So, unfortunately for me, living where I live, that means I get to ride about 3 fucking weeks out of the year. As you can probably tell, Green Bay, Milwaukee signs, we are in Wisconsin, having a good fucking time, enjoying exactly what we do when we get to do it, but it is definitely a shortened riding season compared to some others. I've been out riding quite a bit already this year. I will say not as much as I probably would like to have, because I got 2 young kids. It does get in the way sometimes. But the reality of the situation is I don't do moto vlogs when it's that cold because nobody wants to hear my fucking teeth chatter. Today is actually the first day where when I left for work in the morning, it was above 40 degrees and not raining, so I did take advantage of that. As you can tell, it is extremely fucking windy today. The jerkiness of the camera is definitely a little bit my fault because, you know, the head is weaker than it used to be because I'm not used to wearing that goddamn helmet. But I do want to kind of talk about getting back that confidence. Now, when you ride all the time, you'll know, like, you get the confidence, you feel like you're invincible when you're on the bike. Now, I'm not talking about gaining back confidence if you've like lost it and you've got that impending sense of doom. If you've got that every single time you get on your bike, I definitely recommend considering either taking a riding course or maybe hanging up the keys. And I'm not one to tell people like, hey, maybe you shouldn't be riding, but if you fear death every time you fucking saddle up, you are not, number 1, going to be a safe rider, and number 2, you're not enjoying it. So if you aren't enjoying it, what's the fucking point? Offer a discount on your bike to somebody who is going to enjoy it. Get somebody else riding that isn't going to be, you know, a danger to themselves and others on the road. Now, obviously today is not ideal conditions. I'm really hoping this audio comes through. This is the first time I'm testing this specific audio setup, this specific video setup. I've done moto vlogs before, but was doing them with different tools. So everybody says this is the way I gotta go. I'm gonna get better quality audio. So I'm hoping the wind noise is not such a big fucking problem. But at the end of the day, I don't know how it's gonna be yet. I'm gonna put this video up and maybe I'm gonna have to remaster the audio. Maybe I'll have to re-record it. I don't know. And I do apologize, but I need to get some more content up on Pineapple's Garage channel because that is where I'm going to begin focusing a little bit more energy as the weather is nicer here. My main channel, as I said, is Tactical Pineapple. It is a bit of a political channel. We get into politics quite a bit. I want to keep that kind of off this channel and just have fun and talk about the things that I do enjoy, which are number one, motorcycles, number two, anything automotive related, my Jeeps, stuff like that. Also kind of document just anything and everything that goes with the garage, right? I'm not going to be doing fucking 2 hours of ASMR, fat guy riding a lawnmower or anything like that, which, if you don't know me, I'm a fat guy. I'm working on that too, but it's more of a work in progress than just about any other project that I'm working right now. So yeah, we'll see where that goes in about 3 to 4 fucking years. But yeah, like I said, just trying to get your confidence back. You got to get out, you got to do it, right? Number one, first and foremost, get out and do it. Take your time, take well-known paths. Don't go twisting down the fucking spinnies if you aren't fully confident back in that saddle. Now, depending on how much you ride, you're going to obviously have less of time getting back into it and understanding it, because, you know, they say once you ride a bike, you know, you can always ride a bike, but that's not always true, right? I mean, riding a pedal bike is a lot different than riding a motorcycle, and a lot of people don't give it enough respect sometimes, where, oh, it's the beginning of the season, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna be popping wheelies and I'm gonna be fucking flipping on those twisties and doing this and that. And it's sad, but honestly, this time of year, the spring going into the summer, you know, those times of the years are the ones where the dumb accidents happen, right? Accidents happen year-round on motorcycles, but for the most part, the dumb accidents happen early in the season, early in the riding season up here anyways, because it's really a bunch of people that are like, man, they just want to get out, grip that fucking throttle and go. And I understand that. I want to fucking crank this throttle right now and just fucking let her eat. But number one, I'm not trying to get pulled over, and the cops have been out like fucking mad dogs on this road lately. But number two, like, I still, like, I'm not a ton of miles into the season. I think I got about 600 miles in so far this year, which is pretty good considering the average temperature up until today has been like 36 degrees. Anybody who knows Wisconsin knows that riding weather sucks. And even then, depending on where you live, it's even worse. So I live up on a giant fucking hill that in the middle of winter, snowmobiles don't even try to go up that hill. And that's one of the only paths down would be going down that hill. So it's not something that's fun. It's not something that's ideal, especially if there's any potential for ice, frost, or anything that could cause any slippage while you're coming down. But yeah, the whole deal is just get out and ride. I know everybody wants this like quick fix, like, oh my god, I can just like stand on my motorcycle for 30 seconds and I will be perfectly good to go and I'm going to be right back to where I was. But it's not the case, right? This is more about just building back your confidence. I know some people are really confident to begin with because they're like, man, I've been riding for years, I ain't got no issues. But they're the same guys who take really wide fucking turns when they were going a little bit too fast, because they think that they can take it at 45 because they've been taking it at 45 for years, but they forget they haven't rode in 6 months, and they don't know what it means to lay that bike down anymore. They're not as comfortable. They've been sitting in that cage, just cooking up all fucking winter in the heat, but it's definitely not the same at the beginning of the year as it is at the end of the year. So, you know, when it comes time to hang up those keys at the end of the season and put that bike on the tender, because, well, let's face it, it's going to be a little while before she sees the outside fresh air, then, you know, you're really comfortable. But now, not so much. And you got to really understand, too, there's a lot of other hazards early spring that you got to fucking contend with. So, you know, we've got plenty of animals that are out and about trying to get their way, you know, get back into the swing of things, lose that winter weight if they have any left, get some food in their fucking bellies, all that stuff. But you've also got all the salt residue. I mean, you can see over here on the side of the road, all that white, that's salt residue yet. That's gravel, but then there's the salt residue inside of it. There's tons of salt on the roads yet. So if you are anal about getting your fucking bike super clean, now's not the time of the year to be riding. Me personally, I know this drives other people fucking crazy, but I haven't really washed my bike in about 5 years. I clean it doing certain things. I've been doing some, you know, modification stuff to the bike, so it's been getting a little bit more clean. But in general, I don't really wash it. I'd rather spend time riding it. when I get the chance, I got to do it. So, but these turns here are kind of what I'm saying. Like, you don't know what gravel's going to be here. You don't know how it's going to be cleaned so far this year. Even the drivers, you know, you never know which way they're going to be going or how they're driving out here. And it's not exactly an easy ride, right? This isn't a hard ride by any means, and especially late in the season. And I'm taking this at 70 miles an hour because I know the road's clean. I know all that stuff's done. But I haven't been down this road, not in a cage, probably in 6 months. And you never know. There's going to be branches, there's going to be dirt, gravel, animals, anything could fucking come out and take you out. And that's any time, obviously, but if you're in an area that you know pretty well, you know kind of what to expect as far as hazards. This area is always covered in gravel. These guys never fucking clean up when they're out here. So you got to be careful. And then you got the tire snakes, all that stuff. That's new, right? New patchwork that gets put in. You just got to get yourself back into the groove and relearn your routes and relearn your areas and just really have fun again. But be cautious while you're having that fun, because you never know. And that's kind of the brunt of it, the gist of it. It's as far as I'm really going to take it here, so you can see all this, the salt residue, everything. Maybe you can't see it on the camera. I hope it comes through. I mean, there's tons and tons of crystallization on the road that's not normally there. And it's just all stuff that it literally, you wouldn't think that that's much of a hazard, but well, you get some of that salt, it's fucking slippery as shit, and it's just gonna take you out, man. And you gotta be careful. So, like I said, build your confidence back up, take it easy, take it slow. There's no sense in having a stupid accident early in the season just because you wanna fucking rip it and go. But at the same time, when you know where you're going and you know what's good ahead of you, give her. Alright guys, thanks for coming along with me. Again, this is Pineapple's Garage. I am Tactical Pineapple, tacticalpineapple.com. Check us out, support us, do whatever you want to do. We are going to be around a lot more often, a lot more content will be created, and I appreciate you. Have a great fucking day, folks.